What is happening, guys? Jason here, back again for another YouTube video. I am here in Isaan and another beautiful day here in amazing Thailand. Today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about moving to Isaan. What are the positives and negatives, things that I've noticed, things that I've learned whilst living in this area, whether that would be in the main cities like Udon Thani or living in the rural towns like Sibun Riang, where I am right now in the Nong Balangpur province. So I'm going to go through that information, through my experience today, because I have had a few questions from you guys talking about wanting to know my experience about living in Isaan, and also you know, some of you guys want to move here yourselves. So I'm going to go through that today. Before I do, guys, if you haven't seen my last video from Udon Thani, go and check it out. I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys. It was a great day, great little trip there in Udon Thani. I also want to send a shout out to one of my subscribers. His name's Chris. Met up with him in Udon Thani. It was great to meet you, buddy. Hope to see you again very, very soon, and hope you enjoy the rest of your trip in Udon Thani. It was great to meet you. But yeah, YouTube's great, man. YouTube's a really great platform where I've, you know, had the privilege to meet some of you guys in person, and it's been really, really amazing. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for watching. Like I say in almost every one of my videos, one of the last things I say is I'm very, very grateful for your time, and I really do mean that. Like, I'm very grateful for your time. I know it takes, you know, some time out of your day to watch some of my videos, and if you spend some of your time during your day watching my videos, it makes my whole day. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But yeah, thanks, Chris. Hope to see you again soon, man. But yeah, moving into Isaan, guys. Living in Isaan, I'm going to go through my experience. I've taken some notes here on my phone so I don't get sidetracked with anything. But first, I'll start off with things I've learned whilst living here, and also things I've noticed whilst living here, even some things about the locals, that sort of thing. So first of all, you will learn quite a lot of slang, Isaan slang, if you live here, especially in the rural towns. Obviously, English is not widely spoken here, so you will be relying on either your wife or girlfriend if you're living here with them, and obviously, yeah, their family, most of them will not speak English. So if you're living with a Thai family, then you're going to learn some Isaan slang words. You know, like in Thai language, it's completely different to Thai language, you know, a lot of the words. So for example, no in Thai means mai, but in Isaan it's called bo, B-O, bo. You know, so things like that. If it's, and sorry about the sun, guys, the sun's just peeking through here. The wind's picking up here. But where was I? Yes, so Isaan slang, guys. There's a lot of Isaan slang, things like that. Yeah, so that's very, very interesting. You will learn basically like another language. Also about the locals here, there's some things that I've noticed whilst living with my girlfriend's family. After they finish their food, they will usually just get up straight away and get on with their day. They won't have any time to digest their food. They won't, you know, straight away after having their last bite, they'll just get up and go wherever they have to go. Like, you know, sometimes where Anna's dad or something, like, you know, when we have to go somewhere after eating food, he'll be like, okay, bye, let's go. I'm like, whoa, relax. I just finished my food, man. I need time to digest. So these are the things that I've noticed with a lot of these people around here, a lot of the locals. Very, very interesting. Yeah, they like to move on very, very quickly, which is, you know, just things I've noticed. This is not me being negative in any way. This is just things that I've noticed. I'm not picking on them in any way, just so you guys know. I'm just saying that these things I've noticed here. So yeah, no time to digest. Also, when they're going somewhere, they're going somewhere, they don't really tell you where they're going. Like, for example, my girlfriend does this too. You know, when she just goes on the motorbike and gets up and goes. Doesn't tell anyone where she's going, and his mum's like that as well. Very, very interesting. They'll just get up and then even Anna sometimes, when her mum goes somewhere and doesn't tell her where she's going, she's like, where did my mum go? Like, it's very, very funny. It's hilarious. That's the thing I haven't gotten used to yet. One of the things I haven't gotten used to, because, you know, anything can happen around here. You know, anyone can have an accident with a motorbike. If someone doesn't tell you where they're going, and especially me, having not really knowing the language here, I rely on my girlfriend a lot. So when something like that happens, and then if something like that happens, then obviously I wouldn't know really where to look. I don't know who to talk to. So yeah, it's just things like that it is getting some things getting used to. But yeah, that's one of those things. They just go, don't tell you where they're going really. Family gatherings. Now, family gatherings, whenever they have some sort of special occasion around here or something like that, they don't really last too long. People will just eat. Like I said before, they'll eat and then they'll go. You know, in Australia, in Western culture, you know, when we get together with family, usually you spend around 3 to 4 hours together, you know, reminiscing, talking, eating, laughing, all those sort of things, 3 to 4 hours together with your family. Here, it doesn't really happen at all in the Isaan village, in the Isaan province, really. Maybe 1 hour maximum, maybe 2 hours, but 2 hours is a massive stretch. Probably 1 hour is the average of a gathering over here. After 1 hour, they pretty much go their separate ways and do their own thing. So yeah, it's something also I've noticed. So yeah, family gatherings, very, very interesting. The locals, of course, love to drink every day here. You'll often find them having a shot of whiskey, a shot of vodka, a shot of whiskey, whatever it is. The Thai stuff. You know, a lot of them will have a drink every day. Also around here, they love to compete in marathons and running events. You know, the locals here, especially my girlfriend's father, he obviously is big about fitness. He loves to run, loves to do marathon events, and he'll have a collection of shirts with marathon shirts that he's picked up from each of these marathon events, and he'll wear them very, very proudly, which is really, really cool. I really, really enjoy to see him, you know, have an interest like that. So they'll often wear shirts from marathons they've participated in, and obviously, yeah, they feel a sense of pride with that. So that's something I've noticed as well. One thing that I still haven't gotten used to yet, that you don't see at all in Western countries, is obviously the locals, they will burn the trash here. Now, not all of them do that, but some of them do burn their trash here. So that is definitely something that is not good at all. The air, you know, obviously, it's not a pleasant smell at all. Some of the neighbors around here, even last night, for example, they were burning their trash at around 7:30, 8 p.m. at night, which is not good at all. It definitely has that smell to it. So if you come here and living in this area, especially in the rural towns, this doesn't really happen in the cities, more in the rural villages, then yeah, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have that the burning of trash smell, you know. So just keep that in mind. And one thing that I've learned also, the worst thing I've ever smelt, pickled fish. Pickled fish, the worst thing I've ever smelled in my entire life, guys. If you've been in Thailand, you know what I'm talking about. Pickled fish, bala in Thai. Yeah, one of the worst things I've ever smelled in my life, guys. Just be aware of that. It's really funny, but yeah, one of the worst things I smell. All right, now
it not smell bad more than gorgonzola cheese, I swear to God.
Really? My girlfriend says the pickled fish doesn't smell as bad as the gorgonzola cheese. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'd probably agree with that. I haven't really smelled gorgonzola cheese in a long time, so I can't really comment on that. But my girlfriend seems to think gorgonzola is worse. But yeah, I would have to agree. Fairly similar to
gorgonzola cheese smell like your feet doesn't wash for 1 month.
She's saying gorgonzola cheese smells like you haven't washed your feet for like 1 month. So yeah, that's a fair assumption. That's fairly accurate. Yeah, I would have to agree with that too. Yeah, gorgonzola cheese is pretty bad, guys. There's some pretty bad cheeses out there. But yeah, that's a fair assumption. All right, guys. So now going into the positives and negatives of living here in Isaan. I'll start off with the positives. Obviously, living in Isaan, very, very cheap. It is one of the cheapest places to live in Thailand, whether it be for rent or bills, those sort of things. You're not going to really find any cheaper place in Thailand than Isaan, right here in Isaan. Especially here in the rural villages, of course. Yeah, super, super cheap and very, very affordable. I've said this before in one of my living in Udon reviews type videos. I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys so you can check it out for those of you interested in that also. But yeah, cheapest place to live in Thailand. Food is super cheap, rent is cheap, bills are cheap. So yeah, even in the cities, guys, very, very cheap. Obviously, you got a fresh air here in Isaan. Most of the region, you got a lot of fresh air. And if you're a fan of the cooler weather, especially in the winter months, you're going to get a lot of cooler weather, especially around this time of year. From around, let's say, November to January to February even is the winter time in Thailand, and Isaan especially you get the winter sort of chills. In the morning, it can be quite cold. It can be quite chilly. It's been around 18, 17 degrees recently in the morning. You see fog in the morning as well. One of the first times I've ever seen fog in Thailand. Never thought I'd see the day, but yeah, you see fog around here in Isaan, in the mornings especially. So yeah, I really enjoy that part. I really enjoy the nice cooler weather. The Thai people are not big fans of that, but I really enjoy it, especially Thailand being so hot during the day. It's nice to get that little reprieve in the mornings. And Chiang Mai is also very similar. You know, in the northern of Thailand, it's very true for that. Northern Thailand, you can get that nice little winter break in this towards the end of the year, early of the year. So yeah, I love that part about that. The food, guys, the food, if you are a big fan of spicy food, flavorful food, Thai food is obviously very well known for that, but Isaan food is on another level. Isaan food, very spicy and very flavorful. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of spicy food. I can't really deal with spicy food. But if you are into that sort of area of food, then yes, you will enjoy the Isaan food very much. It's incredibly spicy, and they have a very high tolerance for spice over here. So just be aware of that. If that is something you like, then all for it. Go on and knock yourself out, man. Here is a lot of Isaan food. Is spicy and very flavorful. Obviously the people, guys. People here are very friendly. Obviously, yeah, the language barrier can be a bit of an issue, but they are more than happy to help you out in any situation that you may have, you know, any difficulties that may arise. But yeah, they're very helpful, and they're very friendly and happy, especially over here, you know, in the rural towns. Often when I walk around here, you'll see, you know, a lot of people will start looking at you like, oh, there's a falang, there's a foreigner. You know, they'll look at you like a little bit like an alien at some stages, but then they'll smile at you and be happy to see a foreigner, you know. So they'll often turn their heads when they walk past you, say, oh, is that a foreigner, really? Yes, I like that part of it. It's cool to get the attention. but yeah, people here are very friendly, guys. Very friendly. And yeah, Isaan also obviously have the major cities like Udon Thani. They've pretty much got everything you need, honestly. If you want something out of a city, whether it be food, whether it be nightlife, whether it be things to do, then Udon Thani, place like Udon Thani, pretty much has everything you need, especially if you're a retiree. It's got everything there, you know, everything you could ever want. You don't really need to go to other places in Thailand to have that. Udon Thani, for example, has pretty much everything you need. All right, guys, and the negatives, finally, the negatives, not as much as the positives here, but I have listed the negatives here. So obviously the number one thing that I found struggle with is obviously the English language barrier. They don't speak too much English at all, especially in the rural areas, obviously. But you know, places like Udon Thani, yes, they have their foreign areas like around the Soi Sampan Central Plaza area. Most of them speak English around there, but you are going to have the majority of the time in Isaan, you will have a problem with English barrier, with the English language barrier. So it is almost essential to have a Thai person with you most of the time. It can be done living solo if you are in Udon Thani, for example, but when you go out to the rural areas, it is almost essential to have a Thai person with you, whether it be a Thai wife or Thai girlfriend, whatever it is. It is essential to have a local when you're living out here. So that's just my opinion. If you guys have done solo living here in Isaan, I would love to hear your comments in the description, in the comment section. Please let me know. I would be very interested to hear that. But yeah, very essential to have a Thai person with you almost at all times when you're in the Isaan rural areas. I will list this as a negative. If you enjoy your Western food, there is not a huge amount of choice in regards to Western food as compared to a place like Bangkok or Pattaya, for example. Udon Thani, obviously, Khon Kaen, those places, they do have their Western food, of course, but not to the extent that places like Bangkok or Pattaya will have, so please keep that in mind. You will have your Western food, but not as much variety, not as much choice as you would in other big cities around Thailand. So I would like to put that as a negative. You still have it there, don't get me wrong, but yeah, not as much choice as what you would find in other big cities. If you're a younger person like me, you enjoy, you know, the big cities, the vibrant places, the tourist attractions, you will probably get a little bit bored here around these sort of places. It can be a bit boring for people my age. If you are a retiree, you're the person that likes the chill life, the slow life, then this is more for you, more of this place for you. But if you're someone my age, yeah, you would probably get a little bit bored at times. You won't be bored 100% of the time. There's always something interesting going on, but for the most part, yeah, there will be times where you will be a bit bored and you might want to go somewhere. For example, for me, living in the rural area, I couldn't do it 24 hours, 7 days a week. I obviously live here with my girlfriend and her family, but I do like to go out and travel a little bit, you know, at least once a month. I like to at least go somewhere. If I couldn't go somewhere, then yeah, I would be fairly bored here. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, people my age, you might struggle with that. And finally, guys, if you are living in the rural towns especially, you will learn to become an early riser. Yes, you will be pretty much woken up early mornings by, if you can hear in the background, the little chickens there. They'll often start at around 5 a.m. So yeah, if you're living in the rural areas, a lot of the people will have farm animals and chickens, those sort of things. So you will become pretty much an early riser most of the time. Now, I've gotten used to it. There's sometimes when I sleep through it. At the start, when I moved here originally in this town, the first week or so, it was a real struggle because I got woken up by the chickens almost every single morning. But now I've gotten used to it and I'm okay with it. But if you are not really a morning person, then yeah, you might struggle a little bit. You're just something you have to get used to. You can definitely get through it, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it is something you want to get used to. Especially, you know, a lot of people, they'll go to the farm and maybe have a jog in the morning. We usually go for a walk in the mornings around 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll go for a walk around the lake. So yeah, we are most of the time a little bit of an early riser family over here, and most of the families are like that over here as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Alrighty, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. That pretty much wraps up this video. Please tell me your comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your comments. If you live in Isaan, if you have an experience similar to mine, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. I love these type of videos where we can sort of share our experiences, because the comment section is one of the most valuable sources of information for people who are especially looking to move to these places. You know, not only are you going to hear my experience, but the comment section will provide a lot of different experiences from other people as well. So yeah, please feel free, guys, to leave your comments down below on your experience living in Isaan. I would love to hear them as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will have more videos coming very, very soon. We are going to Chiang Mai very, very shortly. So the next time you will see me, probably in about a week or so, I will be posting my Chiang Mai trip. We will be heading back to Chiang Mai. I'm very, very excited. Those of you that know me know that I love Chiang Mai. It is my #1 most recommended city to live in Thailand. If you haven't watched the video that I did earlier this year, the top 5 cities to live and travel in Thailand, I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys again, so you can check that out if you haven't already. But I'm very, very excited for Chiang Mai, guys. One of my favorite places in Thailand. And be sure to stay tuned to the videos. I'm going with my girlfriend and her family. Her family is probably more excited than me, actually, to go there. They have never been as well. So I'm going to be a bit of a tour guide on this occasion. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it nonetheless, guys. But thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for upcoming videos in the future. And don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos as well. And be sure to click the thumbs up button on this video. It really helps out the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very, very grateful for your time. God is good. Let the journey continue, guys. I'll see you in Chiang Mai. Cheers.